And we are back with more Good Day Kansas. Our continued series of the Internet Freedom for All continues today, and we're going to share with you a unique perspective. So we are just outside of Nickerson, and we are with Bailey Ramsey, a new resident here. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thanks for coming.
Of course. So share with us a little bit about, you recently moved out to rural Nickerson, and just share with us about that and kind of how life's going so far.
Yeah, my husband and I purchased this home in March of 2019, and it never even crossed our mind to check to see if internet was available or good internet was available. And there was internet here, but it was 0.7 megabits per second. So you couldn't do video calls, you couldn't stream anything, you couldn't work from home. And it made life really difficult for us. So that was a challenge we didn't expect to have to overcome.
What were you doing to combat not having service in your home?
Yeah, so we had to drive into our offices during the pandemic. Both my husband and I were remote, or our offices were remote, but we still had to go in because we didn't have any other options. IdeaTek did put up a free public Wi-Fi hotspot in town. So I would drive into Main Street Nickerson and sit outside the bank and try to take video calls, which is just, you know, a real challenge, but it was the best that we had. Coffee shops, we did a lot of coffee shops.
And then you reached out to IdeaTek a little and share with us a little bit about how life changed and the services that they brought for you.
Yeah, so when we found out IdeaTek was coming, we were thrilled. And then to find out that we were able to get 100 megabits per second download speed was just game changing. We suddenly could have a security system, a Google Home, we could work from home, and we could stream really easily. And we could do all these things at one time, which was something we never had the option to do before. So that was such a gift to be able to do that in our rural home.
Let's learn a little bit about that process now. Now we get to hear from IdeaTek Wireless Plant Manager Aaron Mast, who is actually kind of leading the charge to help Bailey. So Aaron, thanks for your time. Share with us how you kind of approached this situation, how you're helping Bailey.
When we come out to an installation, we first go and assess where we need to mount the wireless receiver that goes outside the house. We're trying to find a clear shot to one of our towers, as well as provide an aesthetically pleasing location to mount the wireless equipment. Sometimes it's installing it on the roof of the house, sometimes it's on a post outside the yard. But once we figure that out, we then work with the customer to make sure that it's in a good place that works for both of us.
Yeah, and then of course that quality service is provided, right?
That's correct. We need to make sure it's in a good place where we're getting a good signal so we can provide the speeds that we want to provide.
So Bailey, obviously you mentioned it yourself, a game changer. The service has been incredible. Walk me through kind of the process you took in order to reach out to IdeaTek.
Yeah, so I got on their website and there was a form to fill out your address and see that you were in the service area. And then IdeaTek just called and scheduled a time. They were out here for about a half a day, and they connected both of our shop and our home because we have a family room in our shop, and it was just really simple from there.
Okay, and from now on, do you have any blips in the service? How's everything going?
It's been great. I really worried that we might have some weather issues, but we have not experienced any of that so far. We've just been very pleased.
Amazing. Well, thanks for sharing your experience. If you are at home and interested, again, follow Bailey's lead. Just hop on the website, make sure you hit check availability, and you will be able to reach out to IdeaTek there. Thank you so much for your time, Bailey. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Of course, stick around. We have more Good Day Kansas coming up right after this.